guys, this is K-Syndicate and it's our first English edition of the Dev News Digest. I'm Veronica and it seems that our Ukrainian team is going global. Subscribe and hit the like button, cause our editors have prepared a review of the fresh development drama in the World Adored Games series. Make sure to watch this video to the end. Whether you're a fan or an opposer of Unity dots and/or ECS concept overall, the huge milestone has crawled upon us. Experimental Entitas 1.0 is available. Lots of improvements of tooling and API were made, and hopefully this will bring us closer to getting stable API for the whole LTS cycle. Of course, it's still not ready and highly not recommended for actual production, but nevertheless it's exciting. You'll need this version to look through it, but there are some critical fixes that are promised to be included in upcoming patch releases of the editor. A guide from Unity that contains a summary and video overview of important ECS concepts, a simple tutorial to learn the basics of using ECS and the job system, a set of cheat sheets across API topics is of course linked below. Have a nice development and share your opinions and experience in the comments section. Let's take a look at some data AppMagic has gathered about hypercasual games in the third quarter of this intense year. First of all, we're gonna talk about the general market trends. Total downloads for July, August and September have reached 4 billion, which is 10% down from the previous quarter. However, comparing the metrics with those of the previous year, we can rather confidently state that the 2022 year-over-year results are going to somewhat overtake the 2021 year-over-year. Now, let's have a closer look at the titles that reached the top 10 of the most downloaded games in the third quarter of 2022. As one might have expected, we see some old-timers holding out in the top 10 games by downloads for a rather long time. Bridge Race, Race Master 3D Car Racing, Tallman Run and Going Balls. A couple of other games, namely Desert DIY and Fill the Fridge, entered the top in the second quarter of 2022, and they aren't giving up their positions just yet. However, we won't dwell on this. But what about the newcomers climbing on the top? The first title to attract anyone's attention would be Snow Race. Out in the market for 2 months only, it has already acquired 34.4 million downloads. The game looks like a crossbreed between Bridge Race and Snowball. The mechanics of Snow Race are very similar to Bridge Race. You have to build your bridge, hitting the opponents and avoiding being punched yourself. However, while in Bridge Race you collect blocks that are the same color as you crossing, in Snow Race you instead roll the snowballs as big as you can, just like in Snowball, and that becomes the basis of your construction. Oh, that tough! Hit the like button if your fave Hypercasual was included in the ranking. And for now, we'll go on with our review. Stay tuned to hear about the magic Bayonetta debacle. Next one up for discussion is Snake Light, that has already reached 33.4 million installs. The game looks like a regular Worm Zone clone, and as much as we tried to figure out the reason for its success, we couldn't detect anything special. One more leader of the third quarter chart is yet another hit by other games, the Hair Tattoo Barbershop game. Booming in July with more than 500,000 daily downloads, it has gained 26 million installs over this period of review. Hair Tattoo Barbershop game is one more title that is inspired by trending videos from TikTok. For real, why go to barber courses if we have hypercasual games and TikTok? Last but not least, let's look at Dream Wedding with its 24 million downloads. Yet another runner in our top chart. An interesting thing about this game is its ad creatives, which remind us of the type of misleading and solutions we have already seen for Project Makeover and Run Reach 3D. There, a player is supposedly given a chance to wash and dress up their character, fulfilling the tasks of the game. Summing up, it's far from the first time that we see game developers juggling and mixing several mechanics borrowed from previously successful titles and looking for inspiration in the latest social media trends. What's curious, though, is that misleading creatives are used for hyper-casual games too. Then again, let's not kid ourselves. This trend is not new in this market segment. Bayonetta voice actress urged players to boycott next game, citing insulting treatment by developer Platinum. Helena Taylor, the original voice actress of Bayonetta, released a sequence of videos on Twitter explaining why she did not return to the role. Taylor claims that she was offered a flat rate of $4,000 to voice the character in the upcoming Bayonetta 3, and one refusing this offer was replaced by Jennifer Hale of Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic fame. Taylor urged players to boycott the game, compared her situation to that of our underpaid workers, and urged Bayonetta fans to donate money they would have spent on the game to charity. Bayonetta is one of Platinum's most successful franchises, selling over 3 million units across both games according to VG charts, with only Nier Automata's 6.5 million units shipped surpassing it. Hideki Kamiya, one of the creators of Bayonetta and a founding member of Platinum Games, responded with the message: sad and deplorable about the attitude of untruth. That's all I can tell now. Kamiya went on to caution readers to beware his rules, a reference to his combative social media presence and propensity to block people who argue with him. Since the original publication of the story, Hideki Kamiya seems to have deleted his Twitter account. Lily Lammers, who has done voiceover work in Smite and Fire Emblem Heroes, shared a series of tweets contextualizing the $4,000 amount with typical pay rates in the industry. Lammers cited figures of around $250 a day for non-union voiceover work and around $1,000 a day for union voiceover work, figures which are consistent with the Global Voice Acting Academy's rate guide. With that in mind, and assuming the work for Bayonetta would be done over 4 seasons or working days, Platinum's $4,000 offer to Taylor would be in line with industry standards for voice-over work. However, this fails to account to Taylor's veteran status, the high profile of the character, and Taylor's certain relationship with the role. Lammers, for their part, pointed to the pay rates as examples of the potential precarity of voice acting as a career bearing the achievement of celebrity status. As many people have pointed out, Taylor's replacement, Jennifer Hale, is one of those celebrity voice actors and presumably has the leverage to charge far more than a lump sum of $4,000 for this sort of role. Platinum Games has yet to offer any official response to Taylor's claims. Share your thoughts, guys. What side are you on, the dark side or the light side? Overwatch is dead. Long live Overwatch. Overwatch 1 was shut down on October 1st to make room for Overwatch 2. Though the actual community transition went rather smoothly, the corresponding servers went shut and up and running in time, the actual starting week of Overwatch 2 appeared incredibly rocky. Issues began almost immediately after the game launched, as Blizzard suffered from several DDoS attacks that stopped a lot of players from getting into Overwatch 2 at all. Further issues emerged as a result of new Blizzard policies that required players to connect a phone number to their account before playing. Though the requirement was implemented as a security feature, Blizzard quickly backtracked and removed the feature for most of its players, only requiring those with new accounts to attach a phone number. Further controversy emerged, however, as fans using prepaid phone packages found they were not considered viable for the service, and as a result they couldn't play Overwatch 2. Blizzard was then forced to temporarily remove Bastion and Torbjorn from Overwatch 2 due to both characters causing serious bugs, with the former's ultimate being completely broken. A glitch allowed the attack, which usually lets players fire a powerful blast up to 3 times within seconds, to be shot as many times as players can within that time. As a result of heat going up in the community, Blizzard apologized to its fans for the initial issues in a blog post and also announced that it would run several double XP weekends for players to catch up after the game was often unplayable during its first week. Anyone who logs in between October 25 and December 6 will also be given a new legendary skin for Repair, the Cursed Captain, alongside a health pack weapon charm. So, don't forget to claim your apology prizes, and we wish you awesome playing for the next week. Bye!